We have sent probes beyond the solar system. We have deciphered the genetic code of life. Yet no human in history has ever conquered time. Aging kills more people than all wars, all disasters, and all epidemics in the history of humanity combined. And yet, despite the immense power of modern science, we still do not know why the cells of our bodies decide to die. The Hydra, a tiny freshwater organism, is theoretically immortal. So why did nature grant immortality to it and not to us? Scientists have spent decades and billions of dollars trying to crack this code. And yet the body continues to deteriorate year after year. Today, we will look where science has only just begun to venture, into the very heart of what makes us mortal. To understand why we age, we must first understand that aging is not a single problem. It is 9 different processes of deterioration occurring simultaneously. They are called the hallmarks of aging, and each of them is a separate battle that science is still losing. The first is genomic instability. Every day, sunlight, toxins, and simply the passage of time inflict damage upon our DNA. Normally, the cell repairs this damage. But over time, the repair system grows weary, and mistakes begin to accumulate. It is like a book being copied over and over again. With each copy, the text becomes slightly more distorted. There is another mechanism, an even stranger one. At the ends of our chromosomes are tiny protective caps called telomeres. Every time a cell divides, these caps become a little shorter. They are like a candle wick slowly burning away. When telomeres disappear completely, the cell loses its ability to divide. It does not die. It simply stops. These dormant cells do not disappear. They remain inside us, like ghosts, and begin to poison everything around them. Scientists call them zombie cells, senescent cells. They no longer function, but they refuse to leave. As we age, more and more of these cells accumulate, and the more there are, the faster the entire organism ages. But an even deeper mystery lies hidden within the tiny power plants inside every cell, the mitochondria. These power plants fuel literally everything you do, from the beating of your heart to the movement of your thoughts. But over the years, they begin to fail. Like an aging power station, they become less efficient. And instead of producing clean energy, they release toxic byproducts. These toxins are called free radicals. They destroy cells from within, slowly, silently, over decades. That is why aging is not a single switch that can simply be turned off. It is the slow collapse of an entire civilization within you. But there is an even stranger mystery. Your cells do not lose information. They lose the understanding of what they are. This is called epigenetic drift. A skin cell begins to forget that it is a skin cell. Imagine an orchestra where every musician gradually forgets their part. The music still plays, but it becomes increasingly discordant. And most astonishing of all, in 2016, scientists partially reversed this process in mice. Using special genetic factors, old cells were literally rebooted, becoming younger before the researchers' very eyes. It was a moment that changed everything. For the first time in history, aging no longer looked like a sentence, but like a reversible error. But if this is possible in mice, why have we still not conquered aging in humans? The answer is frighteningly simple. Evolution never designed us for longevity. It designed us for reproduction. The genes that make us strong in youth often become destructive in old age. This phenomenon is called antagonistic pleiotropy. Nature did not care what would happen to you at 60. So long as you had already passed on your genes by 20. In other words, we do not age because it was intended. We age because evolution simply did not care. Does this mean that aging can be reprogrammed? Scientists believe so, and they are already trying to do it. One approach involves senolytics, drugs that seek out and destroy zombie cells, cleansing the body from within. Another approach is the partial reprogramming of cells using Yamanaka factors, restoring them to a younger state. There is also a third path. Drugs such as rapamycin, which slow down the internal processes of aging at the cellular level. The results in animals are extraordinary. Longer lives, healthier organs, fewer age-related diseases. But the human body is not a mouse. And here, science encounters a wall that it still cannot break through. The first problem is complexity. Aging is not a single system that can be repaired. It is hundreds of systems interacting simultaneously. Fixing one mechanism does not stop the other 8. It is like patching a ship that is sinking in 9 different places at once. The second problem is time. Human trials take decades. We simply cannot wait an entire human lifetime to learn the results. The third problem is that human biology and ethics are so unique that results in mice often simply do not translate to us. And perhaps the most frightening truth of all, we still do not fully understand what aging actually is. We call it a disease, but perhaps aging is not a disease. Perhaps it is a fundamental property of life itself. Perhaps, to conquer aging, we will have to do more than repair the body. We will have to completely rethink what it means to be alive. Some scientists believe the answer will come not from medicine, but from artificial intelligence, capable of seeing patterns hidden from us. Even today, algorithms are discovering molecules capable of slowing aging faster than any human ever could. We stand at the threshold of an era in which aging may cease to be inevitable and become just another disease to treat. But are we ready for what will happen if we truly conquer time? What will become of a society where no one dies of old age? Of a planet where birth no longer means making room for the next generation? Perhaps aging is not merely a biological malfunction. Perhaps it is the price that life pays in order to continue. And perhaps that is why we have still not conquered aging. Not because we cannot, but because we have yet to understand what it is we are truly trying to defeat. Every day, somewhere in a laboratory, someone takes one more step toward the answer. Perhaps it is closer than we think, or perhaps the answer will never come, and aging will forever remain the last great mystery that life keeps from itself. For the clock continues to tick, for each and every one of us. And perhaps that is precisely what makes every moment of life priceless.